Hey guys, welcome to this week's dissection after the round 9 Dreamtime game at the G. Obviously it was a good win for our boys. We haven't won a Dreamtime games for some years obviously, so for us it was a really good result. Guys played with real spirit, probably tried to get the game on our terms and did so for the majority of nights. We're really pleased with the effort that the players put in, and we look forward to another big challenge this week versus Fremantle. So it's going to be a big challenge to go over there. We're playing some good footy at the moment. Obviously they're undefeated, but no better place to find out about yourself than at opposition's stomping ground against a side that hasn't lost yet. So good luck to us, but let's work our way through the first lot of questions. This one's from Ben. I think Brett Deledio has found his position as a forward that sometimes play mid. Why do you think he excels in this position? Brett's one of those players that is incredibly hard to match up on. He's got incredible speed. He's also a fantastic contested mark player, and he's an incredibly smart player also. The thing that we like about him, and the reason why his game has gone to another level again this year, is he's always been one of those guys that's had no trouble finding the ball in an uncontested manner, but his contested game over the last probably 12 to 18 months has really improved also. And I think he's a guy that, probably, and I've spoken about this before, gets very little credit for the quality of player he is, not only from the media and the plaudits and those sort of players, but even me as a coach sometimes I probably don't give him enough credit. But he's a very important player. There's no doubt when he's come back into the side he improves us, not only because he's an elite talent, but the fact that he offers us great flexibility in the positions that he can play, whether it's deep out of the goal square, into the midfield or across half forward. So he's been a very good player for us this year. Probably wish he had kicked that goal during the third term, I think it was, which would have certainly got our lead out to a more manageable level from that point of view. So he's had a terrific year, although he's missed some thus far, but his games have been high quality at this stage. Next question from Shane. Whilst Essendon looked dangerous at times in their marks inside 50, did we manage to keep them below their season average? Do you think we finally have got the back six mix right? That's a good question actually. They only took 10 marks inside 50, which is probably about on their season average. What probably hurt us, they took 5 contested marks, which I think the biggest number we've had prior to that's been 4. We're one of the better sides at defending contested marks, so to give up 5 was probably disappointing. Got to give it to Carlisle. We thought he was outstanding. He took a lot of strong grabs even across the wing at various stages, but overall, we think our defence has really stood strong. We've got a great, not only back 6, we call it a back 7 really, with the player coming in off the bench with Taylor Hunt, Basher Hooley, Nick Vlosten, these type of players. We're pleased with how they're going. We still think they've got some room for improvement. The great thing for our footy club at the moment is you look at guys like Grimes and Batchelor who've really stood up, played some really good, hard, tough footy, and are starting to get some consistency in their bodies to make sure they are regular 22 players. So our back 7 this far has done a terrific job. They're going to have no bigger test than versus Fremantle this week on Friday. Final question from Georgia. Do you think Shane should be in the first All-Australian squad when it's announced? Listen, I think Shane's a terrific talent. He can do things that not many other players can, as emphasised by that handball you just saw then. What he can do is, for a player of his size, the ability for him to win contested ball, he's averaging about 10 a game, has been outstanding. And this kick here is emphasise just what a good player he is. See, he just waits and he can create those little kicks. Probably 3 years ago, he's trying to rush his disposal a little bit too much and making a couple of errors. He still does that every now and then, Shane. But he's an outstanding talent for us. I think it'd be fair to say he's improved every year since I've been at the club, which we're really pleased with. And he'd be very close to an All-Australian, top 40 player at this stage. So he's still got some upside for us. He can still kick some more goals. He's outstanding in the middle of the ground, but we feel he can contribute a little bit more on the goal front. What he does do is this bit of play here, create goals for others also. So the measure of a player for mine is how good you make those around you, and he's one of those players that can do that. That mark was very important at that stage of the game. So overall, he's had a great season thus far. We look forward to him continuing that and continuing to help us march up the ladder. That's it from this week. Wish us luck. It's going to be a big game on Friday, but I'm sure our boys are capable. I'm very confident with our players that they've got the game to take it up to the Dockers. It's going to be a big test, but we're looking forward to it. See you soon.